A very good morning, students. Welcome to Astra, the daily current affairs prelims exclusive. This is just what to read for current affairs from this day, that is for this day, 22nd September 2022. Focusing exclusively on prelims content, it will not be for not more than 10 minutes. Every day 10 minutes you dedicate to it, you will be ready for current affairs of prelims. Let's start our discussion of Astra today. The first one is International Year of Millets 2023 has been declared. The year 2023 has been declared by the United Nations as the International Year of Millets. So just remember this. So where this can be used? This can be used in various connotations. So what are the advantages of millets? Millets means ragulu, right? Ragi. Next, nutritional security will be attained. Climate resilience will be attained because it is a drought resistant crop. It doesn't require huge water. This is previous year question. Which among the following is least water tolerant? In that sugarcane was the answer in that year. But ragi or millets are least water intensive crops. They require less water to grow. Right? Ragi has the highest calcium content. So nutritional security, right? Economic security, low investment is required for this, and it is against health issues. It has gluten-free and low glycemic index, that is glucose levels, and therefore it helps to tackle some lifestyle problems such as obesity. These type of problems can be overcome. A very good thing again. Yes, right. Remember ragulu. Then it will be important. Ragi. Right. Next. What are the initiatives that Government of India has proposed to develop this least water intensive crop? One is, this is called as Nutri-Cereals. We all know this. Now millets as Nutri-Cereals was declared by India. In the year 2018 is celebrated as the National Year of Millets. 2023, the International Year of Millets. Government of India increased the minimum support price for this, and it has been included in the public distribution system and Poshan Abhiyan. And then Kerala Agricultural Department has a concept called Millet Village Scheme. Millet Village Scheme is of Kerala government. Just remember that. Which government has this? Next one is a contest for designing a comic story with the theme India Health, Wealth, Millets, Health. No need to remember this. Leave it. Now Shanghai Cooperation of Organization proposed. India proposed to organize Millet Food Festival. Millet Food Festival in SEO. Now, what are the advantages of millets? As I said, India's wealth, millets for health. Right. 2023 has been declared as International Year of Millets that we discussed. The major millets in India are Jonnalu, Jowar, Bajra, and Ragi. Ragi is also known as finger millet. Have a look at it. Jowar is known as sorghum. Bajra, pearl millet. Ragi, finger millet. Right, all these are millets. Indigenous varieties of small millets like Kodo, Kutki, Chenna, Sanwa. These are small millets. Kodo, Kutki, Chenna, Sanwa. Just remember the names, no need to by heart, but these things, sorghum, pearl millet, finger millet, remember that. Earliest evidence of millets are found in the Indus Valley civilization way back in 3000 BC. It was ancient food grains, first plants domesticated for food. Millets are the first to domesticated for food in India. Now, if you look at the climatic conditions, short growing seasons is required, low water intensive crops. It can be grown in poor soil, it is a kharif crop. Kharif crop. Remember, the major producers include almost all the states. They don't ask this question into that depth. Now, the types of millets: pearl millet, finger millet, barnard millet, little millet, sorghum, kodo. Leave this, nothing important. India accounting for 20% of world's production of millets. Nigeria and China are the largest producers. Remember this, Nigeria and China, right, largest producer of millets. And however, in recent years, millets production has increased domestically in Africa. Now, what are the things? Nigeria, China, in India, look at this. The green ones are the millet producing states, not that important. Sorghum, pearl millet, finger millets, these are the things. International Year of Millets 2023, National Year of Millets 2018. Right, these things are important. This is low water intensive crop. Moving on further, Kurmi tribes. Yesterday I have discussed about Kurmi tribes. In your comment section, please tell me in which states Kurmi tribes are located. This is a challenge for those who are listening to my current affairs. This is something important. Also answer where Taiwa tribes are located. Yesterday I discussed both. What is the festival that is celebrated, Taiwa festivals by Taiwa tribes? Kurmi tribes, in your comment section. Please give me where these Kurmi tribes are located. Now, Kurmi tribes are demanding that their language has to be introduced in the 8th schedule. So this was taken from that. So official languages is given in the 8th schedule. So Article 343 to 351 deals, Part 17 of Indian Constitution deals with the so-called official languages. The 8th schedule contains 22 languages, and you have to remember this. 21st Constitutional Amendment has added Sindhi. 71st Constitution had added KMN, MNK, Manipuri, Nepal, Konkani, Nepali, MNK, 71st, 21 plus 71 is 92. 91st Constitutional Amendment has added the so-called 92nd Constitutional Amendment has added Bodo, Dogri, Maithili, Santali, MBDS. Remember MBBS, in the place of B it is D. Right, Maithili, Bodo, Dogri, Santali was added through 92nd Constitutional Amendment. 21st, 71, 92. 21st Sindhi, KMN, MBDS. Remember these three things, and 17th part of your Indian Constitution is going to decide about the so-called official languages from Article 343 to 351. In that Article 350 is very important. 350A speaks about mother tongue. 350B speaks about a separate commission for the so-called backward classes languages. Right, this is about 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. Very important. You have to remember all the schedules of Indian Constitution. Moving on further, there is one thing called Global Clean Energy Forum. Global Clean Energy Forum. Remember this. These type of questions might be asked in the so-called prelims. There is one concept called seed treaty. I have discussed this earlier. Have a look at it. Global Clean Energy Forum. This is the forum of 30 countries, which was conducted for the first time in United States, in Pittsburgh, United States. Right. Now, what is the thing? In order to promote programs of advanced clean energy. In order to promote clean energy, this is being launched. Just remember, for clean energy, it is being launched by United States. It is a 30-member country. India is going to participate in it. That is the thing that you have to remember. India is participating in it. Now, look at this. Because of this Iran protests that are happening, right? You have to remember Masha Amini. Because of the death of her, Iran is under news. You have to remember the bordering states of Iran. This is for your practice in this. So let's have a look at what are the bordering states of Iran. Iran is bordered by Pakistan, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Turkey, Iraq. So these are the bordering states of Iran. Look, Kuwait is not bordering. Kuwait is not bordering. Kuwait is a state which is located with or sharing borders with Iraq and Saudi Arabia. Kuwait doesn't share it with Iran. So that is one thing that you have to observe. So what are the states or countries which are bordering with the so-called Iran? Remember again, Iran is bordered by Pakistan, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Turkey, Iraq. These are the states which are bordered. And look at the straits: Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz, and Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea, Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz, and Caspian Sea are the states which are surrounding India, Iran. Right. Have a look at it. That is very important. Now you practice that here. It is Iran. So practice here. Pakistan, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan. Don't confuse. This is not Tajikistan. Turkmenistan. Next, you have this thing called Caspian Sea, Armenia, Azerbaijan. This is Azerbaijan, Armenia. You have this country, Turkey, and then you have Iraq. These are the states. Just practice this in this map, then it is going to help. And then it has Persian Gulf, the so-called Strait of Hormuz, right? Persian Gulf here. Gulf of Oman. This is Gulf of Oman. This is Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz, remember this, Caspian Sea. Along with this, I also asked yesterday that you have to remember Uzbekistan, because SCO summit was held in Uzbekistan, in Samarkand region of Uzbekistan. Now remember this UK, the sea which is, the lake which is present, this is called Aral Sea. This is also important, Aral Sea. So what to remember or how to remember this? Remember the entire region like this. Start from here. PAT KK, PAT, this is Kyrgyzstan, KK, PAT KK, right? You are patting yourself saying that KK, okay, okay, PAT, pat on yourself, on your back. That is called pat, right? Patting on yourself. Moving on, IT UK. If you want to go to UK, study IT, right? IT UK. IT UK is the code. IT UK, PAT KK. The last K is common for both. PAT KK, the last K is Kazakhstan, common for both. So in this way you can remember PAT KK. The countries which are surrounding Caspian Sea, remember the code TARIK, TARIK, Caspian Sea. Right. Now this is Tajikistan, Azerbaijan, Russia, Iran, Kazakhstan. Russia, Iran, Kazakhstan. So Caspian Sea is bordered by Tariq. T means Turkmenistan. Have a look at it. Turkmenistan. T. A means Azerbaijan. R. Russia. TARI. Iran. K. Kazakhstan. So Tariq, Caspian Sea, very important this year. Aral Sea is present in it. IT, UK. Between T and U and K, UK, you have Aral Sea. PAT KK. So this is how you can remember. If you are unable to understand the code that I said, practice as per your understanding. This is very important this year, map pointing. Moving on, this is just for your analysis that I have given. Look here. What is this that they have? Directorate Register of Directorate Revenue Intelligence. They have attempted to foil the gold seizure. Directorate Revenue Intelligence, they have filed attempts of gold smuggling. They have seized 64 kgs of gold. This gold was smuggled from the so-called northeastern part of the country. So in the northeastern part, in internal security, you can write that drug smuggling, gold smuggling is also rampant. So this is how they have caught this. Look at the way in which they have kept this DRIs, the Directorate Revenue Intelligence, right? Someone has tackled this, and these persons, they are showcasing it in the form of DRI. A very good thing. Now, yesterday I said that there is some difference between PTA, FTA, CECA, Customs Union, Common Market Economic Union. So this difference was explained by Economic Survey of India in the year 2015-16. Economic Survey of 2015-16 explained the difference between PTA, FTA, CECA, Common Market, Common Union, Euro, Economic Arm. This is important. Yesterday I said what are the FTAs that India had. There are 9 FTAs India had, and PTAs we have 6. What are those? Look at yesterday's current affairs. Now, what is partial scope treaty? Partial scope agreement. Partial scope agreement is only partial in nature, which means only for small number of goods and services the trade will be there. Only for small number of goods and services. Whereas a free trade agreement in which the member countries reduces tariffs on trade among themselves while maintaining their own tariff rates for trade with non-members. Say that if India and Japan has entered into FTA, both the countries will reduce tariff rates on all the products, whereas in partial scope only on few products, FTA on all products. But when they come together to other country, say for example, if there is China, both the countries will maintain individual tariff rates with China, but irrespective of that, when it comes, they are having low tariff. Customs Union is a free trade agreement in which members apply common external tariff to imports from non-members. Now, in the Customs Union, not only they will have FTA, but together they will apply common tariff with outside country also. This is called customs union. When it comes to common market, here not only the goods and services are having free tariff, but freedom of movement of all the factors of production, land, labor, capital, organization, everything will be moved in a very easy manner here, common market. Economic union is a common market where member countries will have coordination among macroeconomic parameters and will have a common currency, just like the euro currency of European Union. They will have, this is called economic union. So what is the difference? Let me put this in chart. Preferential trade agreement means only tariffs will be reduced for some goods only. Say for example, I am taking India, China. India, Japan has FTA, right? If India and Japan are entering into PTA, on few goods of exchange between them, they are going to have less tariff. For FTA, what they will have on all goods and services, less tariff. When it comes to customs union, not only they will have FTA, less tariff on all goods, but together they will impose common tariffs on external country like China. వారిద్దరి మధ్య తక్కువ టారిఫ్స్ ఉండడమే కాకుండా మొత్తం గూడ్స్ అండ్ సర్వీసెస్లో పక్క కంట్రీకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు కూడా దే విల్ హ్యావ్ సిమిలర్ టారిఫ్. అది ఎఫ్టీఏలో ఉండదు. ఇన్ ఎఫ్టీఏ యూ హ్యావ్ కామన్, you have individual tariffs for external countries, but in customs union you have same thing. When it comes to the so-called common market, you have common market means all the factors of production will be free here, not only goods and services, land, labor, capital, free movement of labor will be happening here. Economic union is not only factors of production will be common, but even the currency that they are having will be common. So this is the difference. So PTA, FTA, CECA is an advanced version of FTA, similar to FTA. Just remember that customs union, common market, economic market. Right? Hope you got understood of this. Just remember the difference. PTA scope is limited. FTA scope is to all. Customs union is together we will have a common tariff with outside countries. Next, when it go to the so-called common market is along with those factors of production. Economic union is in all those spaces. Now, if you look at this, the least integration is with PTA, highest integration with economic market. So integration increases from PTA to economic union. This is important. PTA least integration, FTA of somewhat higher integration, CECA somewhat higher, customs union somewhat higher, common market. So integration levels is less in PTA, more in economic market. Remember this. Moving on. The right to wear hijab is in news, right? The Supreme Court is dealing with this. So in this, for prelims, it is very important to know right to freedom of religion. Article 25 to Article 28 of Indian Constitution is dealing with the so-called right to religious affairs. Just remember that. Article 25 says freedom of conscience and freedom of profession, practice and propagation of religion. Conscience, profession and practice of religion. Now every person is entitled to it, right? Next one. Freedom to manage religious affairs. Now look at this. The wearing and carrying of kirpan shall be deemed to be included in the profession of Sikh religion. As a result, they are allowed to have this. Wearing and carrying of kirpans is allowed as per Article 25. 26. Freedom to manage religious affairs. 27. Freedom as to payment of taxes for promotion of any religion. 28. Freedom to maintain religious institutions. So just remember that article, they will just not go into this depth. Article 25 to 28 is dealing with what are those articles. Just remember, Article 25 is freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religion. 26. Freedom to manage religious affairs. 27. Freedom as to payment of taxes for the promotion of any particular religion. 28. Freedom as to attendance at religious instructions or religious worships in certain educational institutions. Just have a look at it. So 25 to 28 deals with the so-called these fundamental rights. So this is for the day. Thanks for joining. Hope you are enjoying our current affairs. Please subscribe. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.